I'm just going to have to echo, first of all, what everyone else has said, that what an amazing group of artists and thinkers. I also want to thank the jury, whom I'm now meeting for the first time as a jury. And I'm honored to be among this group, and to Karen and Michael and Matthew who are running this project, and Christian who's working so hard behind the scenes. My hat's off to you. This is an amazing operation. Okay, my mic is up. All right, I'll just use this one. It's just me. Oh, there it is. Got it. All right. Is that better? Yeah. Claro. Okay. So, I'm Roberto Mighty, and I have an MFA. That was expensive, man. All right. So, what I have in mind to do is something called interactive multimedia 3D data visualization with digital video and embedding digital video into Google Maps. So what does that even mean, right? Let me just tell you a bit about myself. I'm the first artist in residence at Mount Auburn Cemetery. They get about 200,000 visitors a year, and they have about 98,000 people are buried there. And I choose to do film cinematic profiles of outsiders, people who are lesbian, gay, people of color, people with religions that are other than the normative Christian religion and so forth. And shockingly, people really love this work. I think that we're ready for it. So that commission is going on, and it keeps getting extended. At first, it's just going to be the short period of time. It keeps getting extended. I also do projections and sound design for theatrical companies, and I did one most recently here in the fall, right here at Hibernian Hall, right around the corner. That was something that was really great. I was artist in residence at Harvard Forest's Long-Term Ecological Research Institute in Petersham, Massachusetts in 2011-2012. And I chose to do a piece about the clash of cultures between Native American hunter-gatherers and English agrarian settlers, whom we know of as the Puritans. I'll just let you read that. My mom did not write that. I was guest artist at Truro Center for the Arts last 2014. I'm a filmmaker as well, screenwriter, director, and cinematographer, and right now I'm finishing up a film called Peach Pie, which is an enduring issue that I'm concerned about, which is how in certain communities people don't get help for the mental illness. They get put in jail, and they don't get treatment. They get incarceration and so forth. So this film touches deeply upon that topic in a way that I like to think is non-threatening and dramatic. Some of my work has been supported by some small organizations like the National Science Foundation. I also am enduringly fascinated with education, and I was the producer of the first Chinese teacher training video for Boston Public Schools in UMass Boston in 2014. Fellowships include National Association of Latino Independent Producers and National Black Programming Consortium. And I work with WGBH on that thing about Haitian refugees. Okay, enough about me. The departments that I'm working with are the Transportation Department and the Elderly Commission. And I didn't really understand what either one of them did, but over the past couple of months, I've learned so much. I just want to say right now that I have met, there's all kinds of jokes about people who work for cities. We've heard them all, I think. I've met people who are passionate, who are smart, who are educated, and who email me like at 8 o'clock at night, 6 in the morning with ideas, and they're very excited. They're very thrilled to be working on behalf of the citizens. And I find that incredibly inspiring. Both of these organizations have visited my studio. I have got a new studio that I built in Fort Point Channel. And the Elderly Commission people came to one of my public appearances. This is me speaking at Cambridge Public Library. And they really have a focus on neighborhoods, which is really striking. I know that some people think of the city as, the downtown area, but of course, there are all these wonderful neighborhoods, West End, East Boston, Cambridge, well, not Cambridge, South End and so forth. And the Seaport District, where I almost sort of live. And what fascinates me is how these city organizations are focused on the people in the neighborhoods. I was on the Seniors Count radio show recently. So what is my work anyway? Well, I do multimedia art exhibits. This one on the top right is my exhibit at Lesley University. The one on the bottom is my exhibit at the Boston Convention and Exhibition Center. Trees of My City was a piece about dead trees. I photographed dead trees for a year and made a film about that. And of course, there's Earth About Sky, my project about Mount Auburn. And then I get to work with some really exciting people all over the city. This is a quote from people at Berklee College of Music. And again, my funders are they're national and local of all sorts. And get a lot of press. What's the fun thing about this is that people read like this. It's amazing. I get like an email from someone in Norway. I saw your article in the Boston Globe. I'm like, seriously, come on, seriously? Yeah, I want to know more about that. And then we get lots of social media shares about the work. What is that work anyway? Well, I like to think of myself as a storyteller. I use all the skills that I've learned over years of being a television producer. I'm still atoning for that. A radio producer, of writing, working in studios, working on location, of being a professional musician. I like to think that I am able now to pull all this together and create stories, except that instead of telling stories just in a museum environment, I really would love to work with these organizations to tell our stories in big places like City Hall, but also more particularly in neighborhood screenings. That's Hibernian Hall, the Chinatown Gate, and the South Boston Public Library. Because there are many, many people I know from experience that will never go into a museum. They will never, ever feel comfortable there. They will never step into anything that even has the word art on it. So then what do? Well, we have screenings where they are, but also my work, everything that I'm going to talk with you about now is mobile friendly, can be seen on smartphones, tablets, and laptops. And interactive kiosks. This is an interactive kiosk that I created and installed at Mount Auburn Cemetery's Gothic Chapel. We use things like QR code. In fact, all you have to be doing to experience this work and my proposal is be walking on the sidewalk. And you can come across one of these QR codes. If you have the proper free software, you can scan it and get an art experience. And of course, I'd keep a blog. What you see there looks like baleen on a whale. This is actually a visualization of data about US gun deaths. And so my proposal is to take the reams and reams of data that the Boston Transportation Department is aggregating from various organizations like Public Works, Public Health Commission, the Police Department, EMS, public schools, and actually create data streams that are animated, that are consistently updatable, and that are beautiful. People won't know at first, like they won't be labeled. Say, oh, that's pretty, what is that? And then slowly but surely these labels will come in. And this campaign called Vision Zero that the Transportation Department is putting together, is working on, is citywide, and they want to eliminate fatal and serious crashes. Whom does this affect? Well, everybody. Elise De Leon is a beautiful 8-year-old girl who was killed in a traffic accident. Owen McGrory is a gentleman from Ireland there who was killed in a traffic accident. And this gentleman who has the nickname Wayne is a student at Boston University, was killed in a traffic accident. Lots of people are killed, many, many more people are injured. And the Boston Transportation Department wants to change that. And they're working with all these various organizations to move this along. I think that my work can help to raise consciousness by creating rich media Google Maps that can take all this data visualization, animation, that can take the storytelling and make it so that people can access it again on their smartphones, on their tablets, on their laptops. This is some nice things people had to say about me at another museum that I worked with. And for the Commission on the Elderly, they have this wonderful project called the Memoir Project, where they are doing a film and new media series about elderly people. I happen to be doing a series about elderly people that I'm doing across the country, and I'm traveling around the country working on this project called Getting Older. And I'm doing in-depth portraits of aging Americans, like the dancer there, this transgender astrophysicist with the hat, who is a cyclist and a cyclist advocate here in Boston, and the gentleman on the lower right who is a retired letter carrier. So basically, my goal is to use the skills that I've learned and my relationships that I'm able to forge with the various people that I've been working with the Elderly Commission and with the Transportation Department, to put together art that would be seen in big, large-scale screenings and also in ways that everyone can see wherever they go. All right, thank you very much.